core is the part of your body that was most affected by your pregnancy. So in this workout, we are going to work on strengthening and toning your core muscles along with your postural muscles, which are so important for life as a mom. So let's begin here. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Roll your shoulders back. And we're going to start this with a Kegel, also pronounced Kegel. And I want you to think of squeezing those muscles that would stop the flow of urine and also stop you from passing gas. So it's really deep and it's really small. And then from there, it's going to come up into your abdominals. And I want you to inhale and exhale and think of pulling those abdominals back together that were separated from your pregnancy. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, Kegel, and then I call this interlocking your TVA. Your TVA meaning your transverse abdominals, your deepest core muscles. Let's do that again. Inhale. Feel free to do this exercise throughout your day as well. One more here. Inhale. And I'm using my hands to kind of guide those muscles back together until they can start to do it on their own again. Excellent. From here, hands behind your back. And my other favorite core exercise, pelvic rock. So as I rock forward, the abdominals tighten and then I come back to neutral. So what I want you to avoid doing is rocking back and letting those abdominals flare. Just come to a neutral position. So front and think center, and front and center. Squeeze and release, and squeeze and release. Awesome. You ready? We're going to come down to all fours. So hands underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips. Now, we're taking that same pelvic tilt, and you're going to do it right here. So keep the abdominals tight, and now just tuck underneath. So I want you to try to initiate that movement from your abs. So squeeze the abs to pull your hips underneath. It's small, but it's a good one. Do that again. Think deep, deep into the core. Excellent. Tuck your toes underneath you, and we're just going to lift those knees up here for a second. So roll your shoulders back, lift the knees, count 1, 2, and come down. We're going to do that again. You ready? 1, 2, come down. It's not high at all, enough to slip a piece of paper underneath. Ready? One more. 1, 2, come down. Okay, depending on where you are in your recovery, that could feel extremely challenging. Just know that that's okay. Shoulders back, and we're going to take that tilt again. Tilt underneath and release. Tilt. Notice my upper body is not moving. Small and deep. One more. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Now tuck those toes underneath. We're going to hold this hover for a little longer. You ready? Lift the knees up for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Yes. And if you're not ready for that, just take 2 counts and come back down again. Let's do that again. You ready? Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Nice job. Pelvic tilts one more time here. Tuck under and release. And if it feels easy for you, I want you to just squeeze a little bit tighter, a little bit more. And add that Kegel too. You gotta be able to breathe through it. Breathe through it. Good. Tuck the toes underneath. We're gonna hold this hover for 8, or for as long as you can. That might be 2 counts or 4 counts. You ready? Up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull that navel into your spine. 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice work, mama. Just sit back here, stretch the arms out, and just relax before we move on. So come on up. We're going to come onto one side here. So down to my forearm. Knees are in line with hips, hips in line with shoulders. It's a side plank, so we're going to come up and hold. Now, that itself, again, may feel very challenging at first, and then I just want you to drop back down, take a break, and come up when you can join me again. If you feel great, we're going to tap that hip down for 8. Lift up higher. 7. Higher. Shoulders down away from the ears. Abs tight. Maybe put your hand there and think of drawing your navel away from your hand. 3. One more. Hold it up. Reach it up. Lengthen. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down and switch sides. Awesome job. So remember, you do what you can today. You come back, you try it again, you get stronger each time. Knees, hips, shoulders in line. Find that spot, that sweet spot, shoulders away from your ears. I'm squeezing my butt, squeezing my abs, holding here. And then when you're ready, tap down with me. And up. So remember that cue, it's a good one. Hand to belly, pull your navel away from your hand. Without collapsing your shoulders, right? I know, I feel ya, trust me. Higher, almost there. You've got one more. Lengthen that arm on up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down to your chest. Now I know, especially if you're breastfeeding, this might be a little much. My biggest recommendation, honestly, is to nurse before your workout. So, shoulders down away from the ears, hands can start here, and you can use these hands if needed to just lift up and come on down. So, again, pulling the navel to your spine, keep the abs tight as you're doing this. But we're starting to work that low back, which is part of your core muscles. Now, if you feel good, if you don't need these hands, take them behind your back. I'm just looking out in front of me. It's not high. I'm not really going into a massive extension here. I'm just working those low back muscles. Hold it here, and we pulse up. And if you need those hands for assistance, you're just here. So it's about igniting these muscles, not arching. Breathe, 3,